The big difference, though, is really realizing where the indoor industry came from. The industry came from the prohibition of this plant. And because the prohibition is still here in different states, the demand for growing cannabis indoors is why we have that industry. At some point, obviously, when the prohibition goes away on this plant, go outside and grow 1 or 2 plants. I give you my word, you're going to grow enough flower for the entire year. If anyone's still listening to this video at this point, I would highly recommend you understand 2 separate laws. The first law is Schaeffer's Law of Tolerance. It states that the presence and success of an organism depends on the completeness of the entire ecosystem, meaning that all these different things work together. And if you are missing something, then everything else isn't going to really work very well together. The next law is the law of minimum. The law of minimum is an idea that was popularized in agriculture science by Justus von Lingenberg. It states that growth is controlled not by the total amount of resources available, but by the scarcest resource, meaning that it isn't about dumping more NPK, it's about identifying what mineral you're lacking or what is the most scarcest and increasing that one. And by increasing that one, all the rest will become more available. So I go back to understanding the power of trace minerals. The product I recommend once again is Drops Balance because I've seen that work. It's my go-to product on seed popping, clones, nutrients, fertilizer. It really is like my one and all. I still do use other fertilizer for various things, and it's probably because once again I've been taught old school agriculture techniques from my father for the last 30 years and I need to just completely let it go. Although at the same time though, it is what it is. Anyways guys, I hope this video was helpful in really understanding a little bit more about this industry and also kind of freeing you from the need to buy equipment if you don't need it. Although, if you do have the money, I would recommend gaining that experience to grow indoors because when you do have a very consistent environment, you're able to identify all these little things and intricacies of the plant. And by doing that, you're going to become a better gardener and a better grower. So when you go and reapply your skills in your garden, growing your tomatoes, your carrots, your zucchini, it doesn't matter what idea comes at you or thought comes at you, you're going to be able to quickly apply it because you have put yourself through the education of growing cannabis indoors, which if you grow cannabis indoors, you're going to have a better understanding of electricity, running some plumbing, floods if that happens, which it has happened quite often, noise, smells, construction. All those skills are going to make you a better grower because just this year I put up 2 greenhouses outdoors, and instead of spending a shitload of money, all I did was grab my screws and a whole bunch of used equipment that I've had for 6 or 7 years, and I am going to produce probably 40% of the vegetables my family needs this year and help alleviate the stress off this whole corona pandemic bullshit. So guys, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and once again, get out there and get growing. Have a great day. Talk to you guys later. If you haven't checked out our membership program, I highly encourage you to check it out, especially if you're purchasing product every month or every other month. For only $50 a month, it gets you $1,000 of wholesale purchasing power. And what I mean by that is for $50 a membership, you get all of the products at our vendors wholesale price, their price. I don't mark it up whatsoever. And you get $1,000 of wholesale purchasing power. You pay for shipping, gets it direct out to you, and I guarantee you're going to be saving a crap load of money. And if you are purchasing more than 1,000, no big deal. It just kind of keeps increasing, and we have different tiers. So please come here, put your name, phone number, email, let me know you're interested, and let's get that process started. Thanks so much, and have a great grow, everyone.